Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Pharaoh. Now, in front of you can see the mission that we have won last time, not in a very good way, but I would like to ask you to give this LP one more chance because from now on it's only gonna get better. We're gonna get more missions, more difficulty, and soon, trust me, we will get to building some of the famous monuments. So yeah, let's move on to the next screen.
Superb. Your own citizens are beginning to look to you as their caretaker, and neighboring cities also hail you as a provider in times of need.
Okay, so this is the end of the third mission, and let's move on forward to the archaic period, which, as you might have guessed, is not so tutorial anymore and more of a challenge. During the archaic period, the villages that emerged in the pre-dynastic gradually unite to form the great kingdom of Egypt. The young civilization founds a new capital, secures its borders, masters the waters, and builds its first monumental tombs. So here we go!
In scattered settlements along the sacred Nile River, powerful chieftains emerge, leading their people with strength of will and spirit to tame the wild landscape and bring forth the bounty of Egypt. Villages grow into prosperous cities. Earthen bricks, baked under the desert sun, become sacred tombs to forever house the souls of their departed nobles.
As the people who live along the Nile still struggle to survive in this harsh environment, a local king named Narmer has risen to power. Though Narmer has dominion over much of this land, full unification of the twin kingdoms has yet to be achieved. In commemoration of his accession, Narmer wishes your family to establish and govern a new city at Nekhen. This city will have temples to many of the gods of Egypt and numerous places of entertainment.
Now, Nekhen is the first part of the second period of the game, where we already have to achieve several things. You remember the pottery from last part, so here we also have to brew beer, we have to provide them more entertainment, and we will have to appease more than one god. I believe that this mission will prove a bit more difficult. On the other hand, we will have more possibilities to develop ourselves. So let's move on, shall we? Shall we? So this is just the introductory screen where we see most of the things we will have to deal with in this mission, like beer, multiple gods, more entertainment, and law and order. So, and as you can see, we don't have that much floodplains on this bank of the river. However, there are more on the other one. Hell, wait, I forget about the speed settings. I had it turned up a bit. So, we'll start right from the bat. And we'll start... I say here, this is a good place. So we're gonna have... Oh, actually, no, let's not do that. Let's do a 4 tile. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this should be more than enough for our settlement this time. It's gonna be probably a huge overkill. I already think that it's way too much. But let's see about that. I have yet to explain a couple things, which I tried not to explain previously for numerous reasons, which all which are all kind of intermixed. So first thing about the game that I didn't explain is how the money system works. You have the debents. You already know that we have a budget. When you start a mission, you get a certain amount of debents, which are yours to deal with, yours to distribute. Once you run out, you will get another. It's like a safety, another safety amount that you can distribute as much as you want. And if you spend all of that, then you actually have a problem. Unless you have built a stable economy by then, there is no way in which you can save yourself, because you will get no more money. You can actually go all the way to minus 5,000, at which the problems really start, because you cannot spend any more over 5,000. That's literally the end for you. Oh man, I didn't want to do that. So you have to do whatever you can. Usually you aim to distribute everything well before you get the emergency loan, or whatever it's called in the game, the emergency money, because once you get those, you already should have a working economy. If you don't, then you're screwed. But the game gives you a lot of options, usually one or two, not all of them, but several of them in each mission. For example, you can tax your people. You can actually tax your people in all of the mission except for the first ones. That's why they seem a bit annoying to me, because there's no safety for you. You cannot fall back on the set taxation and wait something out, correct your mistakes. You can just deal with them. So that seems a bit rough to me, but you know, that's how the game works. And you know, the first settlements, like the crude huts, pay no taxes, and these guys give you very little amount, very little taxes, so it has its meaning. Like, there's no real reason for them to give you more and give you taxation earlier when it would have no effect. So we need to set up some apotheques and physicians, so let's do that right now, and we need to set up some police stations, because I forgot about those last time and I felt like a dumbass. And where's the apotheke? Here. We'll do the same thing here, and the physician will be here. That should be enough. 2 usually are enough. And let's set up a village palace here. We already have a 20% unemployment. How awesome is that? So let's set up some work camps here, 4 of them. Work camps are a great way how to kill unemployment, because they need a lot of people to work in them. I think 20 or something. Yeah, 20. So we got bazaar set. Now we will need granaries. So let's do that here. We'll build one more bandstand here. Bandstands combine both jugglers and singers. We were supposed to get those last time, but we didn't due to the bug. So we have to deal with them now. But it's not really hard. You just build both bandstand, both juggler school and conservatory, and they deal with everything for you. You know what? Let's build a granary here and here, and we have more gods than one. We have Osiris here, we have Ra here, and we also have Bast here. Each of these gods play a specific role. Ra is a god of kingdom. He improves your standing amongst other cities, helps with the mission's overall performance. Bast protects your people from famine, from malaria, from sickness. And Osiris, as you already know, is a god of floods and Nile, so he helps with floods, and he can either punish you by giving a bad flood, or he can provide for you and improve the predictions. Okay, so we have granaries. Sure, let's build one more. 3 granaries should be enough for us to store a harvest and a half, so that's desirable. Now all it takes for us is to just wait. I'm gonna set the workers' priority on food. I think I explained that in the last part as well, but if I didn't, in the beginning it may happen that the workers will be unevenly distributed and you need them in food distribution, because if your granaries are understaffed, you won't be able to store as much grain in them as you might like. And food together with water is the basic steps for you to get out of the hut the hut stage and into a more stable I don't think shanty stage. No, we already have 500 people, so the 1,000 will be well in our grasp once we provide food. I'm thinking that before the granaries are filled and stocked with the grain, we might start setting up the pottery production chain. Let's see if there are any problems. These are understaffed. Oh shit, we have fire in the city. That's not at all what I wanted. Damn, why? We have a firehouse right here. See, this is what I meant when I said that sometimes you cannot be sure that even though you did all you can, sometimes shit just happens and half of your town will get diseased by malaria and, and stuff like that, or burns down. Okay, there's a risk of fire here. Oh, that's because I forgot to put a firehouse and an architect's post here. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. How are the gods doing? Sympathetic, amiable, sympathetic, okay. Seems kind of fine. Let's add another work camp here just to make sure. Did we lose some workers? No, we didn't. And I'm gonna have to show you guys a bit more in this one, and that's how you cross a river. Crossing a river is kind of easy. You either do a bridge, which we can't because it's too small here, but a bridge would be very useful for us in this situation. However, ancient Egyptians were not good at building bridges. They were good in building them, but not over Nile, which we don't do even now, I think. So what we're gonna do is make a ferry crossing. Ferry crossing works in a way which I'm gonna explain right now. Oh, and we have grain coming in. Good. The ferry crossings works the way that they take people from one side to another, but both of the sides need to have employees. So once you do this, you actually have to set up a small village here for us to have people in, so that the ferry crossing would work. Now, why would I want it to work? Because we need these floodplains for barley, which we will use to brew beer. And we will also need to set up some grains here for the increased population of the city. So let's go ahead and do this. We're gonna provide them with a water supply, a firehouse, an architect's post. Actually, these are not necessary. A police station, a disease control center consisting of an apothecary and a physician. And that's about it. This is not gonna be a place of any kind of worship or something. This is just a place for immigrants to keep this at bay and work around the Pharaoh landing. And you can see that the city is already advancing. We might have to add some beautifications. You have one bazaar here and one bazaar here, and it should be pretty even. Come on, puppets, distribute the food. Bazaar is taking down the desirability. You would think that they would like to live next to a bazaar. We might have to build another temple, I guess, to Ra. That will improve the desirability and also our standing with the god. Come on. Yeah, that improved the desirability and it's advancing. Okay, we just need to distribute more food and we should have unemployment soon. So let's celebrate that by clay collection. You know what, why not do it here? We'll have 3 clay, or maybe 4 clay pits, and we'll have 2 potters. Or 3, why not? Why not 3? And we'll have additional firehouse and an architect's post here. You can never have enough of those, I cannot stress that enough. Roadblock here, we'll delete the roadblock here and add a statue to make people forget that they live next to a bunch of clay mining, pottery making slaves, or whatever. We might actually even push this one step forward and build a storage yard right here. Yeah, I think that might work, and we'll move the road like this so that the only access to it is from this side. We'll ban everything apart from pottery. Was I fast enough? Yeah, the straws are not moving there. And there's a lot of immigrants coming. And we have this part already settled. Wait, what? Pharaoh landing is taking down the desirability, so let's build. If you build a statue, it will just collapse. How about plazas? No, they don't work. How about gardens? I don't think that gardens can burn down. Yeah, that should work. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, you're moving forward in the development of the human race. Let's add some more gardens so you will feel happy about yourselves. Yeah, okay, they're developed. So we have the pottery set up, we have the people, and there's a problem. To the entertainment, yeah, we forgot. No, you didn't, I did. I forgot about setting up you know what, let's put them here to set up a conservatory and a juggler school. So let's do that now, together with some gardens. Out of money. Yeah, your treasurer ran out of debents. You are hereby granted additional funds, but no benefactor will rescue you again. Use this gift to create money-making enterprise. This is what I was talking about. We have exhausted all of the original money we were given. But I believe this is... Oh, shit. Yeah, you can see that we had a terrible flood. So let's set up some more farms here for grain. They won't help that much because they will be terrible as well, but it's better than nothing. And we have 1,000 citizens now. Yay to us. And we'll also set up some barley farms. So that was the original idea, remember? Okay, so as you can see, I have set up the farms. There are workers already coming because the system works as I told you it would. And we have also set up a small corner where there's a storage that will only accept barley, and there's another storage that will only accept beer. and then there are breweries next to it with an additional firehouse and an additional architect's post. So this should be enough for us to actually get over all the way from, yeah, we're already evolving to spacious homesteads, which are the ones we were supposed to see last time, but we didn't. Those are the houses that are already stocked with pottery, enough entertainment from both the jugglers and the singers, and they will evolve even more once we provide them with beer. You know, I'm thinking we might want to take this step ahead and do some more, because I just think this might not be enough, but maybe I'm just paranoid. I took some time to do this, so let's see if there's anything changed about the gods. Yeah, they are displeased. This will happen a lot. The gods are always displeased, so you can never go wrong with building more temples. And let's build a temple to bust. One more temple to bust somewhere, if we can manage. I think it would be a good idea to build it here, but actually I think that would work. No, must be built on cleared land. Okay, but we can build it like that. Does that work? Will we see a priestess of bust? Those are priestesses. Yeah, it's man, so we will see priestess of bust walking around. That should help. Meanwhile, the city is drowning in unemployment, 12%, and there's a huge amount of people immigrating. The good side is that we have the potter now, and we will soon have beer. We will have beer, everyone! Beer for everyone. And especially for me, because I like beer. Well, actually I don't, I like wine, but you cannot brew wine in this game, which sucks, but is quite accurate. So I skipped ahead a bit to not bore you with waiting for the harvest to come, and we already have barley carts going around the city. They are moving here where there will be beer brewed, and from there they will be distributed to the people, which I believe might give us the houses we need, or maybe there will be one more thing, but I'm not sure. Damn, more immigrants, unemployment at 20%, and people still flocking in. Dear God. Yeah, and the flooding is better than last time, but it's still not good. Did the temples do some good? Yeah, Osiris is sympathetic, but he's not gonna grant us. There's a way around this, how you can force him to do so by holding him a festival. But as we have no solid income at this point, we have no income at this point to be precise, I'm not gonna throw money on festivals, which consume beer as well, by the way. So how much barley do we have? 928 plus, yeah, 200 in each of these. That is something about 1500 beer. That should be way more than we need. Once this beer is distributed into bazaars, which are actually both fully stocked with pottery and one even with food. Yeah, food may become a problem. We really need a better harvest, or houses may start to regress. That's the worst thing that can happen. Once you run out of food, doesn't matter how much things that are near houses, they just regress all the way to this. Sturdy huts, and there's no way around it, which is kind of understandable when there's no food. Who will live in a city and there's no food? What's pottery worth when you're hungry? Yeah, we need better floods. These are entirely dry, 5% fertility, that's hopeless. Okay, but these are good. 98% fertile, so we'll get over. Then we have these. Yeah, we'll be okay. We just need the beer. Okay, a small skip in time. As you can see, we have some beer. And this lady...
These baskets are too heavy for a little kid like me.
From the bazaar and her little helpers...
Maybe I just carry baskets.
These goods will make welcome additions to the bazaar.
...are carrying beer so that it can be distributed in between the people. And we still have additional beer. So all we need to do now is just wait. By the way, have you noticed that this bazaar looks better than that one? That's because it has a better desirability. Let's check that one, because we'll spend a lot of time on desirability later on. This is still fun. Most people would find this a pleasant place to live. Yeah, we're not doing bad on desirability at this point. See? These are modest apartments. I'm not sure, are those... Yeah, those are the ones we need. So once we get enough of them, we'll be good. Hey, what the hell is happening here? This house is devoted... Oh, it has ran out of food. Oh no, and this one as well. Come on, don't do that to me. Ah, right on time. So let's proceed to the victory screen.
Well done. Thanks to your capable leadership, Egyptian civilization has advanced considerably and will continue to do so in the coming decades.
So yeah, that was mission 4 at Nekhen, and we have moved forward in the development, so we can now brew beer and provide the entertainment we need. So join me next time for more Pharaoh, because it's gonna only get more interesting. I cannot wait for our first monument, and I think we're only 1 or 2 missions away from it.